I need to play some golf again, especially if it's nice, decent weather over Christmas. I know I mentioned going on a sim, but might even try and get out on that 29th.
Nice to get out on it. Somewhere
Yeah.
a course that holds up.
Even Pans or something like that. Decent, isn't it?
Well, I tried to get on Forest Patterns on the 27th with my other lads, and it's fully booked.
Was it?
We're on Monday with 2-3 of my mates.
Oh yeah.
Pines,
What's the Monday, like the 30th or something?
Oh, next
before
Monday.
Christmas.
Yeah. What was it, fully booked for then?
I don't know if it's fully booked today. I don't think we booked it ages ago.
Oh, did you?
So it will be.
I might jump on Burst Week next week.
He's not on his mic because he's still doing his homework.
Yeah. Standard.
I've only got 4.
I'm surprised.
It'll do.
Guys, I don't know if you're aware of this by now. You should be. If you've been watching from the start. There are 2 people on this pod who are fully prepared at all times. And then there is one, who is him, who is not prepared at all, and messages on the day of recording to say, is there anything that I need to prepare? Standard.
It's not even like we're churning so much of this out that there's no time to turn your prep around. Like there's like a 3 or a 4 week run up to these evenings, aren't there, where we shoot 3 or 4 episodes.
Yeah.
And he's still
Unprepared.
shocking.
What?
How do you feel?
You're talking about me?
Yeah.
No. Talking about candles in the corner.
I feel good about myself.
I mean, someone's got to.
We're back, season 4, episode 16, Golf Goals and Grapplers, and today we are talking in.
Fucking hell. I'm going to turn him off. Fuck Santa.
Him or fucking Santa?
I'd rather turn him off.
Yeah,
but I
fucking me
think
too.
I just wanted to ruin your intro again.
You always do.
That was a smooth intro as well, that.
You ruin the podcast just by being on it.
And that's a lie. We know that's a lie.
It's not. The only thing you
Proven lie.
The only thing you
Trying to
bring.
get these done by the football. And he's
Sorry,
fucking up.
yeah. I'll stop pissing around. All
The only
right.
thing you bring to these podcasts is your feet.
Get him out for the fan base.
Damn.
Oh, no, Jesus Christ.
Put them rank ass.
You know where you've got to tag
things away.
key moments in the podcast? Tag that for the feet fetish people
Yeah.
that watch.
Put them rank ass things away.
Mate, this is my house. This is a disgrace. Anyway. Fuck it. Oh, my God, they're out.
Get them
Fucking
away from me.
trotters.
Hey, whatever the fans want,
They're
the
like-
fans get.
They're like fucking. Your big toe's
In fact,
your big toe's the fattest big toe I've ever seen.
That's what Mum said.
right. Right. All of us have control of Golf Goals and Grapplers admin, right? So, one of you viewers who are definitely foot fetish people.
I can give you a name if you want.
Right. We're not saying the names, but those that watches because them two get their feet out. One of the admin was fucking encouraging that behaviour.
Yeah,
So
it
one of
was.
them was like, if you like, share, and follow, we'll all get our feet
Who does
out.
that sound like?
Oh
No. Fuck you, Santa.
So just to clarify, we're not getting our feet out, or certainly I'm not getting my feet out. But I mean,
I'll do anything for likes.
yeah. Whoring for likes.
Yeah.
Like it.
OnlyFans.
Have you got 6 toes?
Yeah, it's from Scunny.
Oh, well, yeah, there's
Oh,
that.
I didn't realise. Yeah, I have, yeah.
Yeah.
So do you want to do your intro again?
Your feet are grim, man.
They're not that bad.
They're horrible.
Why?
They're the ugliest feet I've ever seen.
That's a lie.
They're like fat little cocktail sausages for toes.
You want to see one of my mates who watch these pods? He knows who he is because he gets slated for this for about 20 years. His feet are minging.
Are they?
Really?
Yeah, mate.
Why so bad?
Just bad. I mean,
Really?
they're fucking the feet of fucking Cinderella compared to my mates.
Wow.
Ah,
Do you want to drop a name?
No, I don't win.
Is he top of our FPL league as well?
Yeah,
Speaking
we
of
need
FPL,
we need to, in fact, just when we edit it, get the FPL league up because there's a lot of people that are in that league and they need to. We haven't shared an update for a while, but yeah, Wayne. I think Wayne is topper. I think he's been picked by someone from abroad.
I can tell you.
Oh.
I'll tell you. I'll drop it.
Have you seen, just while we were talking about FPL quickly, have you seen the new chip?
Yeah, was it assistant manager?
You get to pick a manager for 3 consecutive weeks, and you can get like
How many points do you get if he wins a game?
I can't remember you get points for them winning. You get points for how many goals are scored for that team. You also get points as well if you pick a manager that is 4 places below the teams they play. So there's actually more points for picking a manager lower down the league.
Yeah, but more chance they're not going to get anything.
Exactly, that's the risk.
FPL, Wayne is top.
Okay.
Gorsin
Yeah.
is second. I am third.
What?
Flying.
I am
You're
third.
above me now?
Yep, you are 8th.
When did you start going up the league? You was down at the bottom for ages.
No, I fucking wasn't.
That
The
was
lowest
last
I went
season.
down
Was
to
that last
11th.
season? All right.
And
You're
how,
8th because you're shit.
How am I getting on considering my project this
Do you know
year?
what? You've actually moved up the table. You are 32nd.
I was 38.
Yeah.
I said this, boys.
That ain't
As
bad,
long
that, you know.
I said my
Well,
target was
Haaland has not done well, has he?
yeah, but Saka and Salah are absolutely flying. Haaland was flying at the start of the season.
Who's he got in his team? Because he was,
You've got Isak. You had Isak captain.
That's
Got to
he.
22.
yeah, Isak's a good shout.
Yeah.
Gordon, Jackson. Yeah.
Jackson's doing well.
So my target was to not finish in the bottom 3 and go get relegated.
Yeah.
So at the minute, I'm sick from bottom, am I?
Yeah. Yours was shit last week.
I was second and first in most of my leagues until the last 3 weeks. Where I've had bang average 40 game weeks.
I'm
and it's
50.
just-
I'm
I've
50.
plummeted.
I'm 50 points in front of you.
Was you in the running for your leagues where you've got money in?
Yeah.
Not now.
Well, I still am. To be fair, I'm only about 30 points away from like third in those leagues. But yeah, I've crashed and burned over the last 3
I think
weeks.
what we do is, because we got such good uptake this year, I think we'll set up a Western Money Union transfer thing, and everybody from across Europe, because there is literally people from across Europe in our
Yeah,
league.
they're all over.
Everyone can just bang like the equivalent of like 15 English pounds into that pot, and we can do we can run a proper league.
Which is mad that we've got people all over Europe in that. Considering we only put it on Instagram and on the pod. So
No, we didn't. I put it on TikTok.
Oh, on TikTok, but yeah, clearly people have seen it, aren't they?
Yeah.
Class. Anyway, this isn't about football, is it?
Advertising. Yeah, well, it's about sporting stats, and the stat
That
is
is a stat, yeah.
the stat is I'm third in our FPL league.
Talking of stats, so this is where this episode is born from, right? So I shared in the group quite a mad stat the other day. I was like, this fucking stat is the greatest stat I've ever seen, just for banter. And it got us thinking, didn't it?
It did.
What did it get us thinking, Adam?
It got us thinking. We need to delve into more of these interesting stats because there is so much random shit that we don't know. We need to tell you.
What's the stat you put in the group?
You're not in the group. We deleted you. We
Oh,
removed
cool,
you.
yeah.
You're
It's
Dave.
just me and Bullis.
You're Dave.
That helps.
You're Dave.
So what we thought was, right, we didn't just go for basic stats like, did you know that Alan Shearer scored 267 goals? Like, not stats like that. Just random, bizarre, weird stats or stats that blow you away.
Now, I misread it today because
All right, Christian.
it ain't standard because initially it was Premier League stats. So all of mine are based on the Premier League. But we've got stats.
We've got stats on stats on stats.
Okay, so
I mean, you've just done yours now.
I've just done mine now,
the
yeah.
target was for us all to bring
Disclaimer.
5 of the best or interesting or maddest stats we could find, right? So I'm going to read out, this is not one of my 5, but I'm going to read out the stat that kicked this idea off.
Yeah.
Okay. So the stat is, we can maybe overlay this as we talk about it. The stat that I put in the group the other day that kicked this idea off was Mohamed Salah has more yellow cards taking off his shirt celebrating against Man United than Man United have goals at Anfield since Salah joined Liverpool.
Brilliant.
Wow.
That is wild. They have not scored enough to even warrant enough yellow cards from him celebrating goals against
No.
United. What a great stat that is,
Yeah.
by the way.
That is amazing.
I saw an interesting stat as well yesterday because we were talking about golf on the last pod. Tiger Woods' best season. Do you know how much he earned without the FedEx Cup? So that I think it was his 2000 season where he's prolific.
Like 20 million?
He earned $9.9 million.
That's wild, isn't it?
Scotty Scheffler's best season was last season. He earned $28 million.
That's what I mean, though. Take that Tiger season, and in real terms, including inflation,
Yeah.
put them events in 2024, it's a $40 million season.
Easy.
Innit?
Easy.
Mad.
Unbelievable.
He won more winning the FedEx Cup in one FedEx Cup than he did that whole 2000 season where he was where he's untouchable.
Yeah.
Untouchable.
Well, if you think that's bad, that's where money started to come into the game of golf. You
Yeah,
think
yeah.
all them players that were really good in the early 90s, like Nick Faldo and all them lot,
Yeah.
they won next to nothing. Greg Norman, Bernard Langer,
Yeah.
they won a few $100,000. I mean, you know,
Still
they'll do all
Still
right.
decent.
Yeah,
Yeah.
still make a living.
Yeah. So, how do you want to do this? Should we all do 1-1-1?
Yeah.
do it.
Go
Do
around
one,
the
one, one.
table.
Yeah, yeah.
So, Christian, why don't you kick off this greatest stats episode?
So I'm going to kick off with one that's not too wild, but it's arguably one of the greatest stats ever. So we all know Lionel Messi, don't we?
I've
No.
heard of him.
Yeah.
Never read him.
So Lionel Messi broke the record for goals and assists to 91 goals and 30 assists in a calendar year.
That's unbelievable. Yeah.
91 goals and 30 assists.
Wow.
In one calendar year. No one's ever beaten that.
No.
Beaten that.
No one's ever getting close.
That's mad.
No one's ever getting close to 91 goals.
He's nearly got in the 100 club in one calendar year.
Is that international? Or is that like club and international?
Just everything he did in a
It's
calendar
everything in
year.
a calendar year.
Right, yeah, okay.
So yeah, it's international and club,
Immense.
which is just unbelievable.
Mm.
So it's not like it is a wild stat, but it's a common one. But I just think it's.
It's stats like that, right? Do you know when you talk about Tiger Woods, Michael Jordan,
Yeah.
Lionel Messi, it's stats like that where you're like, fucking hell, like they were levels above everybody that ever played the game. Them stats are crazy.
Well, they were saying, weren't they, for Erling Haaland to get close to Ronaldo or Messi's goal scoring record, it would have to hit 30 goals a season.
Yeah.
For
the next 15 years.
15 years.
Yeah, yeah.
No one's getting close to that. No one.
Good start.
Right.
Strong start.
Yeah, strong start.
So,
Bliss.
6 teams in the history of the Premier League have not won an away game during the season.
Fucking hell, what, the entire season?
The entire season, 6 clubs in the history of the Premier League have not won an away game.
Swindon.
I didn't write them down. I should have done, really.
We'll pop the answer up on the pod.
We will. I'll
Yeah.
find it. I'll put it on.
But that's mad that they've gone all season without winning an away game.
Yeah.
I mean, actually, when you think about it, some of the dreggy teams like Sheffield United teams, Swindon,
Derby
Wimbledon,
County. That
But when
year,
you think
yeah.
when you think about it, that's 19 games away from home that they haven't
without a
won.
win.
Mm.
Bad. But believable.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Okay. My first stat is Timo Werner has more Champions League goals than R9 Ronaldo.
That's mental.
So,
Wow.
considered as one of the greatest players of all time,
Yeah.
R9 Ronaldo has 3 less goals in the Champions League than Timo Werner. Timo Werner also has more Champions League medals than Ronaldo because Ronaldo never won it.
That's
and Werner
mad.
won it once.
That's mad.
That's a disgrace, isn't it?
Yeah.
Crazy shit.
Brazilian Ronaldo, if he was playing now,
Oh,
would be
what a player.
250 million.
Yeah, it'd be like Mbappe on
Oh,
steroids.
ridiculous.
A bit random, but I had a debate on TalkSport the other day where they were saying who's had the greatest ever players at the club, Barcelona or Real Madrid? Like in their history, who's had the greatest group of players?
I'd say Real Madrid just.
I'd say I was edging more towards Barca, me.
That Galacticos team
Yeah, wild.
of like 2000, 2002, 2003,
Wild.
completely off the scale.
It was amazing. I think if you went squad.
Yeah, but then look at Barca 2008 to
This is what I
2012.
mean.
yeah.
If you look at the entirety as their team, if you look at a squad at the moment in time playing together, that Galacticos is the best team ever in the world. But I think when you've got like, I know Figo played for Madrid as well, but you've got Figo play for both. You've got R9 that played for both. You've got obviously Messi, Kluivert, Henry,
Go for them
Ronaldinho,
all.
Ronaldinho.
Rivaldo.
Yeah,
Do
Rivaldo.
you know-
Lineker.
Do you know what's weird? Do you know what's
Shout
weird?
out Gary.
Yeah,
Gary, yeah.
he always talks about it.
You know what's
Yeah.
weird though? Both teams in their peak,
In their pomp.
in their pomp, didn't have great defences.
Oh no, I don't know about that.
That Madrid,
Puyol,
that Madrid,
Piqué.
yeah, but
Sergio
That-
Ramos.
I mean we're talking about the Galacticos team.
Roberto Carlos.
Yeah, but Roberto Carlos wanted
Michel Salgado.
Roberto
Fernando Hierro.
Fucking hell, Roberto, we're naming all of them.
Ivan Campos.
Ivan
Campo.
Campos was dregs.
Even
Campo.
Campo was that good. He went to Bolton.
Yeah,
So did Hierro.
Anyway,
did, yeah.
great stat, boys.
How good was that Bolton team, by the way? With
Yeah,
Hierro,
yeah.
Campo, Djorkaeff.
Yeah, yeah.
Jose Kocha.
There was something in the fucking wine in fucking Bolton to attract all the Spanish people, weren't they?
Go on then, Christian. What's your second one?
Is it back to me, is it?
Yeah, that's how it works.
Cool. So this was a random one. So Julian Alvarez, we talked about him earlier. 103 appearances, 36 goals, 18 assists, and 6 trophies.
Great. Stat machine.
Considering he was only there for what, 2 seasons?
And he used to come on for like 7 minutes at
Yeah.
a time.
I just think that's wild that he's got that many
Yeah, yeah.
contributions and he's won that many trophies. I know there was a mega team, but come on.
That
Class.
season where he won the World Cup, the Premier League.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Yeah.
the World Cup and the treble
Yeah,
Yeah.
in the same season. He won
unbelievable.
the greatest quadruple you can ever win.
Oh yeah.
Mental.
Unbelievable. Average stat though.
Average.
Yeah, that stat was the type of stat that you just pulled off the internet.
Yeah, yeah. The most consecutive Premier League defeats is 20, and it is from January 2003 to September 2005.
Fucking hell, that's a lot of defeats in a row. Who was it?
It was Sunderland,
Was it?
but that is half of one season. They got relegated. They missed the season, and then when they came back and got promoted again straight away, they lost the first 6 games. So
Wow.
it covers a season and a half.
Fucking hell, yeah, of course it does, yeah. What a run that is.
Yeah.
Dregs. Sunderland, let's swiftly move on.
Yeah, Swift.
Okay, my second stat is Cristiano Ronaldo has scored more goals since turning 30 than Wayne
So
Rooney
listen.
scored in his entire career.
Madness.
That is wild. That is wild, because Wayne Rooney is regarded as one of the best ever. Fucking bagged well over 150 goals in the Prem, like one of the best ever. Man United's all-time leading goal scorer. Ronaldo's scored more goals than him since he's 10-30.
Fucking
And what's
hell.
Ronaldo now? 38, 39?
I suppose though he's
Yeah.
yeah. Who's he played for when he
Juventus,
yeah,
Real Madrid for the early
Man
30s,
United.
Yeah,
back to Man United.
And then Saudi.
Saudi.
I mean, I don't know how many goals he scored in Saudi, but that must have racked up a few as
Yeah,
well.
but does
for
it count being in Saudi?
Well, it's a professional league, so technically, yeah. But
Mm.
it's this like, so Ronaldo wants to keep going until he scored 1,000 goals, and he scored about 920.
Mm.
So if he's going to get 80 goals at the age of 40, the only league you're going to do that in
Saudi.
is a shitter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
him?
Or League Two.
I don't think he'd get 80 goals in League Two, mate, age 40.
Do you not think?
I think people would fucking get after him.
Oh, they'd probably hack him down, wouldn't
Exactly, yeah.
That's mad.
Okay, Christian, over to you.
Back to me. Zlatan Ibrahimovic has played for 6 teams who have won the Champions League but never
won it
him-
himself.
won
I've
himself.
seen it.
Yeah.
Great
Never won it
stat.
himself.
I mean, average stat. We knew
I think
it.
you're an average stat, but you know.
I'm
That's
out.
one of those ones, though, where if you said, name me
it-
some Champions League winners, you'd probably name Zlatan thinking he must have won
I
it at
won't,
some
because I knew
point.
that stat.
Well,
yeah, I
yeah.
wouldn't either, because I knew that stat.
So, yeah,
Can
let's
you
move
name,
on
can
for
you
that
name
one.
the clubs that he's played for that won the Champions League?
Milan.
Both of
He's-
them.
Both of
yeah.
them. He's another one, though. He
Man
played, he
United.
played for both Milan clubs, didn't he? Like,
Yeah.
Figo played for Barcelona.
Man United, Juventus,
Barca.
Barca. Is that it?
That's 5.
Ajax.
PSG.
There you go.
PSG.
Sorted.
Never won the Champions League. but he bought it.
We bought it.
I don't care.
Fulham.
Next.
Fulham.
Okay, Bullis, over to you.
Only twice in Premier League history have all 3 promoted teams been relegated the following
following
season.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember one of them was quite recent.
Box
23, 24.
Yeah, so that's pretty recent.
And then 97, 98 was the one.
97, 98. Good start, that.
Thank you.
Okay, this one is... so AC Milan won the Serie A title by only scoring 36 goals all season.
Fucking hell.
Even more bizarre is Udinese and Atalanta scored 35 goals each and got relegated.
Fucking hell.
When was that?
That is mad, that
1998,
one.
something like that. But the reason AC Milan won the title was they scored 36 goals in a 36-game season, but they only conceded 14 goals.
Fucking hell.
So they won like 20 games 1-0.
Oh,
that
shit.
must have been like the
Fixed.
the Arrigo Sacchi team of like fucking 96.
Yeah, and the fucking FIFA corruption era
Yeah,
where they
yeah.
won every game 1-0. Shocker.
That's mental, that, though.
36 goals
That's
to
a good
win a
start,
league.
like that one.
Mm.
Thanks.
I like that one.
It's almost like I did a bit of prep.
You've done a
Almost,
bit,
yeah.
you've done a bit of
almost,
research
yeah.
that for longer than
Almost.
2 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For longer than when we started the pod.
I'm still looking for a 5th one.
So we need to move on.
We need to take a break and come back so Christian can get a 5th one.
No, I've got one's more of a
This should be your 4th one,
statement. Yeah,
because I've got 2 left.
Yeah, I've got 2 left.
Yeah, right, okay.
Yeah. So this one. So Manchester United have had an academy player in their matchday squad for every single game since 30th of October 1937, over 4,000 games.
Oh, why was it like a tradition? So
The-
name one academy player
They've
in
had-
your squad.
In the matchday squad, they've had an academy player since 1937.
That's ace, that stat.
I like that one.
I like
good.
that. Bit of tradition.
Good.
Yeah. There you go.
That was good. You
Yes.
got lucky there. Well done.
Good.
Lucky I stumbled across that one.
Yeah.
Good prep. Good prep. The fewest points to win a Premier League season was in 96-97. 75 points.
Wow.
75 points won the Premier League.
Wouldn't even
That-
get your top 4 this
It would. It'd get you fourth, maybe third on a bad season.
But when you think about it, certainly recently, 90 points. Everyone's saying you have to get above 90 points to win the Premier League.
It's levels now, isn't it?
75 points.
Let's not get into the Invincible team about them.
Sorry,
I need to auto-correct myself. They didn't draw 14 games. They drew 12 games. So I just thought I would make a point.
Were you corrected by our Arsenal fan watcher?
I am making a formal apology to Arsenal Fan TV for that.
They were coming for you as well. They were going to get you.
I saw a thing about Arsenal Fan TV before you go on. It was when they drew to Everton, the fans were slating everything. Arteta shit. Yeah. Odegaard shit.
The board.
Fuck it. Worst group of supporters ever.
Disgusting fans, mate. Yeah. Fickle.
Yeah, they are. Sorry,
I digress.
Yeah.
Okay, my second to last start in the spirit of golf goals and grapplers. John Cena, despite being a wrestling great, he's not a Grand Slam champion. Despite being a world champion 16 times, he has never held the Intercontinental belt.
I knew that.
That's a mad stat.
Yeah.
So, what's the Grand Slam of title? Is it tag, Intercontinental, World,
US?
So, you've got all them four to be classed as a Grand Slam champion. And despite him being one of the best ever, he's never held the Intercontinental belt.
Do you know who else hasn't ever held the Intercontinental belt and that's the only one who's missing?
Hulk Hogan.
I mean, he hadn't.
Does he have hair?
He does. He borrows your thing.
Was that why you were wearing a hat?
No.
Who's the other one?
Sheamus.
So if he got that, he'd be a Grand Slam champion.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
But the Miz is a 2-time Grand Slam champion.
What? So Miz has had a world title run?
Yeah.
Fucking
Twice.
Shite.
Twice.
Shite that.
That is bad. Who was
the roster must have been bad at that point.
It's 2 years ago.
Yeah, the roster was bad. They've only got Roman Reigns.
That's it. That's all we've got.
Anyway, Christian, last stat. He's going to make one off at the top of his head.
No, this is what I saw earlier. So, on average, a golf ball has 336 dimples on it.
Okay. Good stat.
More than I would have anticipated. I think I wouldn't have gone that high.
What would you have gone?
333.
Quality. Brilliant. Good stat, that.
It's all right, isn't it?
Real interesting, that one.
The last stat, let me just go over this one. This one, the stat, this is what I had written down before I thought of a fifth one. So, alcohol is considered a performance-enhancing drug in most shooting sports as it calms your body down.
Oh, like a suppressant.
Yeah.
But wouldn't that affect your seeing? Wouldn't that affect your vision?
Depends how much you drink. There's
Yeah.
levels,
Yeah.
isn't they?
You can have a little tipple, can't you? So, but yeah,
Say that. Like before people do a speech, they have a fucking shot of whiskey. To just
calm the
chill out.
nerves.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, Bullis, last one.
I mean, I had 7 down, but I ain't going to go through the others. I'll just pick this one.
I struggled with 5 and you got 7.
The highest scoring draw in Premier League history was Sir Alex Ferguson's last game in 2013. West Brom, Man United, 5-5.
5-5. I remember that game.
Who scored all 10?
Peter Oden Wingy scored 5 for West Brom.
Kanu.
yeah.
Kanu got 1.
That's a good stat, that.
What,
but I
Callum
remember
Robson?
the game. What a wild way to finish your
Yeah,
career.
yeah. 5-5 draw at the Hawthorns.
Wild. Okay, and then my final stat is a golf stat as well, Christian, in the spirit of golf goals and grapplers. And it's one to sort of make us reflect, boys.
Oh, God.
Wants us to reflect. And sometimes we're a little bit hard on ourselves.
We are.
So, from 100 yards, a handicapper who's got a 15 handicap is more likely to miss the green than hit the green with their approach shot from 100 yards. So if you're a 15 handicapper, you are missing the green more than 50% of the time from 100 yards, whereas we give ourselves a hard time if we're not hitting the green. We give ourselves a hard time if we don't get it near the flag with 100 yards.
The expectation.
It's like the golden number, innit?
Yeah.
So what if you're a 16 handicapper?
It gets less. So you miss the green 55% of the time. And so for you should be hitting the green from 100 yards, 1 in 10.
Which I do better than that.
You don't.
No, I don't.
You definitely don't.
No, definitely not.
So yeah, that's just want to help us out, boys.
Yeah.
This hope for
Makes
everyone.
us feel a bit better about our golf game.
Yeah,
It
fabulous.
did until Chris just had that a little extra bit on then.
Yeah. I think that's it, boys, isn't it?
Think so.
Yeah?
Paul?
Right. Thanks for joining. Drop any of your mad stats in the comments. Over to Bull.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, which will be somewhere on there.
Like the feet.
Oh, don't like the feet. They're fucking hideous. Appreciate the support. Keep watching. Mastermind is coming up. You don't want to miss it.
I do.
I don't. See you on the next one.
Bye.